Young soul, when the journey has just begun. Not every soul enters this life with deep understanding of itself or the universe. Some are in the early stages of their spiritual evolution, known as young souls. At this point in their journey, the soul is still exploring life through the lens of material experience, personal ambition, and ego-driven desire. Young souls are often drawn to the external world, to success, status, wealth, and power. They seek value and safety through things they can see, touch, and own. To them, life is a competition, a place to rise, conquer, and assert their identity in order to feel worthy. This is why competition, control, and self-assertion are often the main motivations behind their relationships and choices. They are easily hurt by criticism and tend to measure their self-worth through the eyes of others. Outward success is their compass, while the soul's inner voice, intuition, stillness, or depth is often ignored or misunderstood. A young soul has not yet realized that it is part of something greater, part of a sacred whole, a divine unity. They live mostly in the illusion of separation, unaware of the deep interconnectedness between humans, souls, and the universe. And yet, this is not something to be judged. Every soul must start somewhere. Material experiences, ego, and the friction of real-life struggle are the very lessons that shape the soul's growth. With every failure, every moment of emptiness after chasing what seemed like everything, the young soul begins to understand. True success is not measured by what you possess, but by who you become. One day, this same young soul will begin to ask deeper questions. Why am I here? Does this success truly make me happy? Why do I still feel so empty? And in that moment, the first spark of transformation ignites. The door to the next stage opens. The soul begins its inner journey toward maturity. So a young soul is not immature. It is simply being prepared. Prepared to remember, prepared to awaken, prepared to begin a deeper path toward the light of its own essence. Mature soul, when the journey turns inward. After passing through the intense longing for outer success, the soul enters a turning point. Stage of the mature soul. This is no longer a journey of gaining more, but a return to the inner world. The mature soul begins to awaken. It senses that something deeper is waiting to be discovered within. Values that once brought satisfaction, money, reputation, recognition, no longer feel enough. Instead, the soul is stirred by larger questions. What does love really mean? Why does pain exist? Who am I beneath all these roles and identities? At this stage, the soul is offered profound lessons through love, loss, compassion, and forgiveness. These might come as heartbreak, grief, or the helplessness of witnessing another's suffering. But these trials do not come to punish. They come to open the heart, sharpen compassion, and awaken the soul's forgotten. The mature soul begins to perceive the sacred thread that binds all beings. It no longer sees itself as separate, but as a part of the divine tapestry of existence. It recognizes itself in others' pain and begins to live with a sense of empathy, responsibility, and spiritual connection. This stage is not without turmoil. The soul often faces existential crisis, moments when old beliefs collapse, faith is shaken, and the ego resists awakening. But in that darkness, the inner light begins to flicker. The breaking down is necessary, for only through that cracking open can the soul move into deeper truth, greater love, and real clarity. Mature souls are not perfect, but they are courageous in their truth. They no longer avoid suffering, but learn to transform it. They walk slower, quieter, but more steadily, because they know this is no longer the ego's game. It is the sacred return to who they truly are. And in that deep stillness, they prepare for the next transformation, where the soul no longer seeks truth, but begins to embody it. Old soul, when awakening is no longer a goal, but a way of being. Some people move through life quietly, without noise or fanfare. Yet their presence brings peace, clarity, and light to those around them. These are the souls who carry wisdom not learned from books, but remembered from the deepest corners of their being. These are the old souls. Old souls no longer come here to chase material goals. They have lived those lifetimes already, where wealth, power, and achievement were once central. Now they know those things cannot truly feed the spirit. So in this life, they choose simplicity, depth, and awakening. What makes old souls unique is that they often know without needing to be taught. They have a natural empathy for pain, a strong intuition, and a quiet insight that feels like that of an elder, even if they are young in age. They don't need to experience everything firsthand because they already have, many times before. Old souls are deeply introspective. They seek truth within more than noise without. They are drawn to solitude, stillness, meditation, nature, and meaningful connection. They heal others not through techniques, but through presence. A glance, a word, a simple act done at the right moment can awaken something powerful in another. Old souls are not always happy or at peace. In fact, they often feel like they don't belong to this modern world. The fast pace, superficiality, and material obsessions can make them feel disconnected. But they don't resent this. They understand. This is why they are here, to hold stillness amidst chaos and to rekindle the forgotten light in others. They didn't come to be the center of attention. They came to remind us that there is wisdom that cannot be taught, that there is love that needs no condition, that there is a way home, not by going somewhere, but by returning inward. They are the living reminders of all of this. No need to speak loudly, no need to prove anything, just to be present, at the right time, in the right way, deeply enough to touch another soul.